AITA for telling my parents they're not allowed to invite my sister to my house anymore. I 28F. I'm in a bit of a family drama situation, and I really don't know if I handled it the right way or if I overreacted. Here's the background. I have a younger sister, 24F. Let's call her Emily. Growing up, we had a pretty average sibling relationship. We fought sometimes, but overall, we got along. The issue started about a year ago when Emily started getting really close to my parents again. My parents and I have always been pretty tight, but Emily had a strained relationship with them during her teenage years. She went through a rebellious phase, and while I sympathized with her back then, it felt like she took things too far. Fast forward to last year, Emily moved back home with our parents after a breakup. At first, I thought it was just a temporary thing, but months went by, and it didn't seem like she had any intention of moving out. She wasn't really contributing to the household, and my parents were covering most of her expenses. Meanwhile, I'm over here paying rent, covering my own bills, and working a demanding job. The turning point came during a family dinner. My parents invited me over, and Emily was there. We were having a nice time until Emily started to complain about how unfair it was that I had my own apartment while she was stuck living with our parents. She went on and on about how she didn't have enough money to move out because life was so much harder now, and how I should be more understanding. At first, I tried to keep the peace, but then she started making comments about how I must be living a privileged life and how easy things are for me. That's when I snapped. I told her that it wasn't my fault she hadn't figured out how to be independent yet, and that I wasn't going to feel guilty because I worked hard to get where I am. I also mentioned that maybe if she didn't spend all her money on things like online shopping or partying every weekend, she could save up for an apartment. The conversation quickly escalated into an argument, and my parents, instead of backing me up, told me I should be more patient and understanding with Emily. They said I was being harsh. I got really upset. I ended up telling them that Emily was no longer welcome to visit my house until she got her act together. I told them that her entitlement and lack of responsibility were toxic, and I wasn't going to put up with it anymore. My parents were really upset with me, and they said I was being cruel. They also said that I was acting like I was better than Emily because I had my life together. I feel like I'm in the right here. Emily is an adult, and she needs to take responsibility for her life instead of relying on our parents or me for support. But now, my parents are giving me the cold shoulder, and they've been pressuring me to apologize to Emily. They're saying that I'm driving a wedge between us, and that family should support each other no matter what. So, Reddit, AITA for telling my parents they're not allowed to invite my sister to my house anymore?